Welcome to adding and subtracting polynomials. Simple objective, we want to add or subtract polynomials. And so my big question for this one is, can you devise another method of adding or subtracting to avoid simple mistakes? So can you come up with something else? I'm going to show you something that I would recommend for y'all, but would you like to use that or something else? So let's look at the next slide. Now, remember from MatMan, I told you the last two things were when you add, you do nothing with exponents. So that's very important here. This is what we need to worry about for the rest. The other parts, when we multiply, we add exponents, we have parentheses, we multiply the exponents. That was for the previous thing. But now we're looking at this last bit. So let's look at some monomials first. When we're adding or subtracting monomials. Okay, so this should be easy. When you add or subtract, again, you only worry about the coefficients. Well, 4 plus 3 is 7. And then you could write x squared. Notice I'm not doing anything with the exponents. Next example, 5xy plus 8xy. Notice again, these have to be the same to be able to add them. 5 plus 8 is 13 xy. Okay, and then what happens though if they are different? I think this one's different. I'm hoping this one's different. No, it's not different. Okay, I thought it was different. Okay, so 7x squared y minus 18x squared y would be 7 minus 18, negative 11, x squared y. X squared y. Okay, maybe this one's one that's different. Oh, yep, it is. Okay, so the next one, almost forgot that. Okay, next one, 5a plus 7b. They are different. Then these are not the same, so the variables are not the same. So there's really nothing you can do with that. So that's it. That's all it is. 5a plus 7b. Nothing you can do with that. All right. So now let's look at adding polynomials. Here you're trying to combine like terms. So like 5 plus 8 equals 13 x squared. 3 plus a negative 2 or minus 2 is positive 1x. 7 plus 5 is 12. Okay, something very simple. Now, sometimes though I do get people that will mess up, and so what I do is I tell them to organize it as a like a spreadsheet. Okay, the highest exponent gets listed first. So I'm putting 2 for the exponent, those with the exponents of 2, then 1, then 0. That means no x. So I'll put, from the first parentheses, I'll have 5x squared, positive 3x, and then positive 7. And then on the bottom one, I have positive 8x squared, negative 2x, or minus 2x, and then positive 5. And then I can just go, okay, 5 plus 8 is 13x squared, 3 minus 2 is 1, positive 1x, and 7 plus 5 is 12. So hopefully that can help us avoid any simple mistakes. Another example, we can see here that you have 4x cubed plus 7x minus 11 plus 3x squared plus 8x minus 7. Now I can see here, according to this, if I look at both parentheses, the highest exponent I see is a 3. So if I divide this up, oops, wrong thing. If I divide this up, I should have it like this, 3, 2, 1, 0. So anything with x cubed, x squareds, x's, no x's. In the first parentheses, I have a 4x cubed and a positive 7x, so there's nothing in the x squared, so I'm skipping that one, and then minus 11. And then in the next one, I have a 3x squared, which would go in that column, so there's no x cubed, plus 8x, and then minus 7. Then I can combine, or I can add. Nothing with the 4x cubed, so that bring that down, plus the 3x squared. 7 plus 8 is 15x, and negative 11 minus 7 is negative 18. And there's your answer. Okay, if there's any questions on this, make sure you ask. And do you have to do it like this? No, I'm just showing you how I could do it to maybe avoid a simple mistake. So, how do I do that with subtracting? This is where we usually see the mistakes. Okay. So again, I see the highest exponent is 3, so I'm going to start there. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, so I have 4x cubed plus 11x squared plus 9x minus 4. Then I'm going to have negative 8x cubed. Notice I'm changing the signs. I'm going to put this minus is going to change the sign of everything as I write them down here. So now that minus 7x squared is going to become plus 7x squared. That minus 4x is going to become plus 4x. And that positive 7 will become minus 7. Then I combine. 4 minus 8 is negative 4, x cubed. 11 plus 7 is 18, positive x squared. 9 plus 4 is 13, x. And negative 4 minus 7 is negative 11. And there you go. Last example. A to the fourth minus 2a minus 3a to the fourth minus 3a plus 1. Okay, so I see an x1 and a 4. So I'm going to put 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Notice I'm putting those, even if I don't see any of those, I'm going from the highest exponent, I'm working my way down. Then I'll order things, okay? And you can see I'm only putting things where they belong. So a to the fourths belong in the 4 column. A's belong in the A column, numbers in themselves. And so I had no cubes and no squared terms. So now I'm saying 1 minus 3 is negative 2, a to the fourth. Negative 2 plus 3 is positive 1, a, and then minus 1, and I'm done. Okay, if there are any questions on this, this is really all there is to it. It's fairly simple. If you do have any questions, feel free to ask. Make sure you write them down in your notes so that way you can ask me the next day. Thank you very much.